We're back again with some more Batman.
I talked about Batman Arkham Asylum a couple weeks ago, and, it did pretty alright. Said I'd talk about the sequel, so let's talk about Batman Arkham City.
Batman Arkham Asylum came out to great reviews. I mean, if I gave it a 9 out of 10, why can't IGN? I mean, if you have an IP like Batman on your hands, you have to make a sequel. Also, if you're Rocksteady, you have nothing better to do. What, are you going to make a sequel to Urban Chaos?
Alright, that's enough intro stuff. Let's actually talk about the gameplay of Arkham City.
Alright, I already talked about all the basic stuff in my Arkham Asylum video, so I'm just going to talk about what makes this game a great sequel in this video. You can now change bat suits in this game. There's some great ones like the Batman Beyond skin and the subpar animated skin. To be honest though, I have a soft spot for the 70s Batman skin, mostly because I grew up watching Batman Brave and the Bold, and I have this sick Funko Pop of him. The gadgets are obviously still in the game, and some classics like the Batarang and the Explosion Gel, I think that's what it's called, they all return. But there's some new ones like the Remote Electrical Charge and the Freeze Dry Bomb. I also not sure what that one's called.
Yeah, blah blah blah, gadgets. You don't care about that. Let's talk about the exciting things.
One of my complaints in Arkham Asylum is that it wasn't open world, which is a really stupid complaint. This game actually is open world, which is sick, with none other than, whoa, live nudes.
You know what that means.
Now, this is not the official Gotham City, like from the actual, the real Batman. This is Arkham City, like Batman Arkham City, the name of the game. Whoa!
What is Arkham City, you may ask? Well, let me tell you a tale. Arkham City is a place where all Arkham Asylum prisoners and Blackgate prisoners go to form a society. That's a stupid idea.
Now, Arkham City is not as big as other open world games, but to be honest, I think it's fine like that. You can find thugs spread out, like Joker thugs and Two-Face thugs, and sometimes Riddler thugs if you're lucky. It's like a huge gang war. From the museum to the steel mill, you will always be in some place different for mission. I think Wonder City is a great example of the variety in missions. You will never come back here ever again because you just don't need to, and it's cool in the moment. This just shows how much love they put in the game by making each different, unique in its own way. This love and care also goes into the bosses. Solomon Grundy is the perfect first boss with simple attack patterns that's perfect for anyone who's new to the game. You don't actually fight him. Use the explosion gel to blow up his health regeneration thingamajig. Just blow the circles up, man. I don't know what to tell you. The Ra's al Ghul fight is also really good. You fight either a massive version of him, a bunch of his clones, or him one-on-one. And one last battering throw to rescue the real love interest of this game, Talia. This boss is great fun and will keep you on your toes the entire time.
Funny thing is that that's not even the best boss in the game.
Mr. Freeze. I have never been more nervous and more intrigued in a boss fight in my life. Mr. Freeze is too powerful to take in a fight head to head. Therefore, you have to use stealthy ways to take him down. For example, you can jump out a window and take him down, but if you try and take him down by jumping out of a window again, he will counter you. He learns from his mistakes. He's basically Tony Stark. This forces you to find new creative ways to take him down. It keeps you on your toes, it's challenging, and it makes you think. It's worth playing Batman Arkham City just for this boss alone. It's also what I like to call perfection. You also get to beat the crap out of Joker and the Joker boss. Then you beat up a bunch of thugs. Normally I'd be mad at this sort of thing, but I'm not this time. You've been fighting thugs your whole entire playthrough. This is like the final combat test. The Hugo Strange fight is also really cool. It's more of a takedown mission, but knowing that Hugo Strange is right in that room just ups the pressure. And finally, Clayface. This boss is like a Cuphead boss. You need to be fast and precise to slowly chip away at him. Despite it's not that hard, it was still really entertaining to fight Clayface, especially knowing the stakes.
Other than Skylanders games, believe it or not, Batman Arkham City is the video game with the best bosses ever. I've never played a better video game with bosses, just period.
There's also a plethora of side mission bosses in this game. They're not going to go into too much detail in because they're not the greatest, but there are side missions in this video game, and holy crap, they're good. There's really cool side missions with Riddler and Bane, But if I'm going to be honest, the Azrael one is my favorite because I just really like the Azrael character and it set up Batman Arkham's Knight. Alright, I admit, I have been avoiding the Catwoman missions, but to be honest, the Catwoman missions aren't even that bad. She has the same quick free-flow combat as Batman, and her movement is just as good as Batman, if not better.
And that's going to be it for the gameplay portion of this review. And it's perfect. It's Arkham gameplay. Like, you can't get any better than that. Now let's move on to an equally as great thing, the story.
Playboy millionaire has never been one to...
Billionaire, Vicky. Millionaires are so last year.
It seems that Bruce Wayne is running for mayor to get rid of Arkham City, and you know, that's a pretty smart idea, but oh shoot, he got captured. Hugo Strange is talking about this thing called Protocol 10. Wonder what that is. And apparently Joker is dying from the Titan. Oh, he actually is dying, and he infected Batman with the Joker's blood. That's really fun. Not only that, but he sent out Joker's blood to a bunch of hospitals.
So that's basically the whole premise of the story. And I'm going to talk about the ending, so there's going to be spoilers, and I'll put something on screen of what time to skip to when I'm done talking about spoilers. Okay? Deal.
Look at what you've done. It's glorious, isn't it?
On top of Protocol 10 actually happening, the two plot twists at the end were completely genius. When you find out that Ra's al Ghul is actually behind everything and kills Hugo Strange, it's one of the biggest underrated plot twists in gaming ever. And finding out that the Joker is actually not cured yet and fake Joker is Clayface is just, it's mind-blowing. I was shocked when I found out. Another great plot twist in this game, and a loved one being taken away from Batman yet again is still very heartbreaking. Rest in peace, Talia. I still miss her. Not to mention, the scene of Joker dying was very, very powerful, especially when Joker doesn't die, man. Batman doesn't kill, even though technically he did not kill in this. Joker kind of screwed himself over. It's very powerful. Also, it kind of looks like Joker nuts himself when he dies. I don't know why I see that. It's pretty cursed. There are also some characters in this game that were not present in Arkham Asylum that are in this game. And, you know, I'm just going to name off some of my favorite. Clayface, Mad Hatter, and Two-Face.
It's really cool seeing all these characters in a Batman video game, especially since there weren't as many villains present in Batman Arkham Asylum. I guess that's about it for the story and the characters, so I guess we'll just head on down to the final verdict.
Talked good about this game for far too long now, and just shut up and play it, man. This game has supplemented itself into my top 5 games of all time. I think I've talked enough. This is the first ever Jack Lagoon. 10 out of 10.